It's food o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Been to Marks and Spencer's, picked up an Italian style beef ragu. Beef ragu. Not that long ago, probably would have been called spaghetti bolognese. But this is a bit different. Ragu for me, judging by the picture here, because I'm not sure if I've ever had it, is just larger chunks of beef in a bolognese sort of tomato puree, red wine, garlic, tomatoes, olive oil, beef stock. Yeah, it's that sort of thing. Now they put what it looks like, or what it could look like. Yeah, there's some. I can see it somewhere. Oh, there it is. Some pasta, some Parmesan cheese. That's how you're supposed to do it. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna have the beef ragu as it is, because I think if you start adding Parmesan cheese, ragu, although if I was to do that on its own, if I was eating it with my family, then yeah, of course I would do that. But I want to give you the raw review. I want to give you what it's like just on its own. You can put this on a hob for 7 minutes. You can microwave it for 8 minutes, or you can oven cook it for 30 minutes. Serves 2 people. It's 472 grams. I'm going to stick it on the hob, or the saucepan, or in Welsh, the saucepan. Some of you like and I call it a saucepan. Saucepan. Huh. Oh, there we go. So I suppose what you're doing is you're cutting open that bag, you put it in a tray, if you put it in the oven, and then you put it in the oven for 30 minutes. I'm going to stop right there, and I'm going to give you just a quick look of what it looks like on the hob, and then we're going to bring it back out here to review. Right, so okay, let's cut this open. Smells fantastic. Of course, I paid about £8 for this in my Marks and Spencer in Cardiff. For £8, you're going to want to make sure everything's out of this. I mean, if I had more time, I'd really give this a damn good squeeze and get everything out. But as we're reviewing it, I'll be as quick as I can. That'll do. I think we've emptied it anyway, haven't we? That's not bad. There's not much left in there. There we go. So let's warm this up then. Get a fork ready. Look at the lumps of beef there. Great big lumps of beef. That looks good. It's really good. Trusty bowl. Right, that's up to temperature. We'll just turn it down a little bit. So already the liquid is just starting to kind of juice up a little bit. When it warms up, of course, it's going to thin up a bit. But that looks okay. Right, I'll carry on cooking this for the next 5 or 6 minutes, and I'll be back when it's cooked. Right, okay, let's have a look at this beef ragu. It definitely kind of loosened up a bit on the hob as it warmed up. Pardon me. Right, look at that. It smells fantastic. Loads of red wine, loads of herbs and spices, loads of tomato puree if you like. Of course, beef stock, beef oxo, basil. Oh. You want to see the beef, don't you? I want to see the beef, you want to see the beef. I want to taste the beef. Oh, goodness me. Let's find a lump and let's try to dissect that for you so you could see just how kind of tender and stringy it is. It's that slow cooked aspect of it. It's melt in the mouth. There's a little bit of firmness there, but generally it's melt in the mouth. Oh, and the sauce is so rich and so lovely. But, and this is a but, because I need to talk about the price. There's a lot of meat in here. It's 63% beef. That's nearly 2/3. 2/3 of this whole dish is beef. So quick maths, 472 grams, 2/3 is 472. Let's call it about 300 grams off the top of my head. That's 300 grams of beef. If you were to buy 300 grams worth of stewing steak or 300 grams worth of mince, it's gonna cost you the best part of £4 or £5 anyway. You get the benefit of all this lovely sauce. You get the benefit of just warming it up on the hob. Do you want me to say saucepan? Saucepan. And it's quick and easy. So for your £8, you've then got to probably buy some tagliatelle, some mozzarella if you've got it knocking around. They try and sell this to you as part of like a dine for 15. Bottle of wine, starter, main, or starter, or main and dessert, plus a bottle of wine. Or a side as they call it. I think this would be a really good date night, Saturday night, enjoyable thing to do with somebody you like. There's always going to be people, and I kind of agree with them, that'll say, you know, this is way too expensive for what it is. £8 for a glorified kind of spaghetti bolognese. But it's a blooming good one. The red wine is cutting through. The herbs and spices are cutting through. It's rich and delicious, it really is. The beef, I've not had a bad bit of beef. And you don't expect to get a bad bit of beef for £8, do you? Look at that lump of beef there. Look at that. Every mouthful of this dish is a mouthful of beef. And it's damn good beef as well. I'm going to rate that. Now I was thinking, because it was serving 2, I was thinking I might get a little bit kind of sick of it. I might get a little bit like, there's too much richness, it's going to become too rich. Maybe that might be the case later on in the dish, but so far I just want to carry on. So far I just want to stop the video and carry on eating this dish because it's damn good. And I think that's what I'm going to do. So let's rate it. One more mouthful because it's damn good. In this situation, unfortunately we live in a world now where there's a lot of cost of living stuff going on, but if you fancy a treat, and trust me on this, if you fancy a little treat, if you fancy pushing the boat out just a little bit and you haven't got much money, this would be pushing the boat out. This would be the boat you're glad you pushed out. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.